A bit like Roddy's did there on Keith. Roddy sees a gap and he goes for it. And meanwhile, Vince is past Jamo. He's alongside Jamo. Jamo's going back through on the inside. Vince is on the outside. Sterling, video now got. Oh, made a mistake. Whoa. Back end kicks out like hell. Video looking back to get back under the draft. And Cyrus comes out the pitch. Watch out, Cyrus. 3 wide, decides to get up to speed and sees all these go through. Vince has got the draft and keep as well. But back to the lead and side by side for Roddy's in seat down towards the last corner. Here we go. Welcome everyone to Season 9 on LPB Racing on GTSport. And this is Round 1, Race 1 of the Mixed Surface Series. Hi everyone and welcome back to LPB Racing for a brand new season on GTSport. This is the LPB Racing Mixed Surface Series, which is going to be on, as it says in the title, a various mixture of surfaces. We've got dirt, we've got wet tracks, and we've got dry asphalt, all for you over this season. And this is Season 9, so it's Season 9 of LPB Racing, so 9 seasons we've been going for. If you want to look for some older videos of our races on previous seasons, check out the channel called Bidster, which is the spelling of Bidster's name down just on the left-hand side of the screen there, in the white writing there. That's the Bidster's name. So that is the name of the old channel. And obviously this is on LPB Racing. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be really helpful for us guys, especially as we're just starting off a new season. So mixed surface then. So the first race of the series at Colorado Springs Lake Circuit, which is a Gran Turismo owned circuit. It's a dirt track, as you can tell there. And we are now going to go through and take you through the grid. So here we go then, random grid for race 1. And on pole position for the first time this season, it is TY on pole position. He is on pole and he is in the Rebellion Motorsport team. And seat 1 is second. And he is in the Seek and Destroy Motorsport. So you can, bit of a funny name there. And his teammate right behind him is Neil Farmack. He's part of the Seek and Destroy Motorsport, Neil and Seek. Will is in 4th, he's TY's teammate in the Rebellion Motorsport car. Then we've got Red Bull in 5th, he is with Rodders in Chippendale Racing, that's what they've decided to call themselves. And then we've got Intrepid into GT Sport, Intrepid in 6th, he is independent in this one, running his own colours. We've got Keith in 7th, he is teammates with Bidster, who's at the back of the grid. And they are BB Racing. And then we've got Rodders, obviously, who's the teammate of Red Bull. And then Bidster at the back, who's Keith's teammate. So it should be quite a good season, guys. So let's stop waffling on and let's get on with the racing. So ready for the off. So first race of each round is a random grid. So here we go. Revs rise and TY and Will moves before the start. He gets a false start there, and then everyone else and Intrepid as well gets a false start, and Rodders just avoids him, and everyone else off the track, off the line really well. Now this is going to be a bit more of a contacting sim race because it's going to be a bit leery to try and not avoid contact. So we're going by rallycross rules. You are allowed a bit of contact, but as long as it's not too much that it knocks someone into a wall. If you end up hitting someone into a wall or like a hit to pass, then that you'll have to give up the place. But everyone else through. TY's in the lead of the race then. I should point out we are in the Subaru Impreza 22B. Forgot to point that bit out. The Subaru Impreza 22B, most of you should know that anyway, because a lot of the cars say Subaru on the front. But yes, Neil Farmer can seat 1 together. They're together in the Seek and Destroy Motorsport cars. Nice running together. We've got our own liveries on the cars this season, not running official liveries, it's just our own liveries. We've got a little number board on the side of the cars as well, which makes the cars look even better. As you see there, Bidster's team, BB Racing, have gone for more of a traditional Subaru look, but again it's mixed with their own colours as Bidster goes in the air, flying in the air there with the orange wing, and then he's right behind Red Bull, right behind him now, as you go up and over the bumps, bang, bang, over the bumps we go, and into this right-hander. It's quite hard to get right. Red Bull goes into the corner quite deep, and Bidster then tries to go through on the outside, and he does. He's right behind Rodders now, and right behind Seek, sorry, and there's a right dust cloud behind him. Gold wheels on Bidster's car as Neil Farmack challenging TY for the lead. Neil Farmack for the lead on the Rebellion Motorsport car of TY. In second, he's gone down a second now. He's going for the cutback as they go up the hill. Neil Farmack gives him a bit of space, but chops through. And then Bidster is in fourth place with Red Bull right behind him. 9 laps here at Colorado Springs, and this is already turning out to be a brilliant race. Red Bull is pressurising Bidster. Rodders runs wide. Keith's there as well. Intrepid and Will at the back recovering after their jump starts. So they're at the back. Rodders with Keith right behind him now, and also Bidster and Red Bull side by side. Red Bull trying to stick it to Bidster around the outside as they drift into the corner, and round we go. The GT Sport physics are not the best on rallying, but it's very fun as we got 3 wide into the right-hander. So it's Red Bull on the inside, seat 1, and then we've got Bidster right on the outside as TY goes off. For some reason, TY has gone off and he's back down to 6th place. He's gone into the wall. Something major's happened there, and TY goes right down to the back, and not good for the Rebellion Motorsport on the first race. Rodders goes wide there, and then we've got Bidster now and Bidster and Red Bull, sorry, actually battling now for 2nd place as Bidster goes up the inside, gets a good run up the hill, side by side with him. Neil Farmack's in the lead, and Red Bull being harassed here by Bidster, but Red Bull doing a very good job in these dirt races so far. As he goes wide, I've jinxed him. He goes wide into the wall. Luckily, it goes. Rodders goes through. Keith's going to go through as well, take advantage in the second BB Racing car. So Keith paired with Bidster for this season. A bit slow into there. Red Bull gives him a helping hand and takes himself off into the wall. So Red Bull goes off, and he's now going to wait for the whole field to pass him before he can rejoin and turn round. So TY back in 6th place then, so something major happened to him. We'll get a replay on that later on at the halfway point. But looking really good so far, and entertainment value 10 out of 10 I would say. That's only my opinion, but so far brilliant these dirt races. So just look at the side of Bidster's car then. This is something that Seek has designed for the car. See there, if you zoom in, see the red Mixed Surface Series sticker with the number 1 on the side. That is Bidster's number 1 from being champion in the Group C Championship last season, sorry. But yeah, he's done it on all the cars. You'll see there on Rodders' car. He's done it there, the number 53 on Rodders' car. There's Keith for the number 56. So yeah, he's a nice little touch for the mixed surface. Looks like the old Monaco rally sticker that they put on the cars for the Monaco rally. As TY's making his way back up now, he's in 5th ahead of Seat 1. Seat 1 in the Seek and Destroy Motorsport car goes down to 6th place. Seek, and there's Intrepid in just a plain blue car. He had to grab the car last minute, so Intrepid debuting on GT Sport, not doing bad. He's just got to get used to the car and get used to the game. Bit different to Project Cars this. As Keith flies in the air over the jump, he's trying to catch Rodders up and he's doing a good job. Meanwhile, his teammate Bidster is sliding his way through right on the back of Neil. Little mistake there from Bids, but goes through the corner and out of it. Up the hill we go, and everyone's done a really good job on the liveries. Neil Farmack's car there looking quite nice, and fastest lap of the race for Neil Farmack until Bidster came across the line with a 1:31 dead. So Bidster then looking like he's closing on Neil a little bit there as he goes over the hill, and now we've got Rodders there in 3rd, Keith 4th. He's trying to catch up to him. 34.5 for Rodders and a 35.1 for Keith. Further back we've got a good battle back here. Seat 1's past TY again. Seat 1's past TY, and TY's now back up the inside. We're trying the new cameras for this season, by the way, guys. Variable cameras for this season to see how we go on. A little bit different, bit of a smoother transition between cars. So we'll see how these go on for the season. But the standard camera just seems to zoom in too much on the dirt track. So we'll see how this goes. As we go further back, we've got Will. He's into 7th now, Intrepid in 8th, and obviously Red Bull's at the back after the mistake, but he's catching up. He's got some pace in that car, so we'll probably see a few changes of position at some point. But Will now is on the back of Seat 1 up the inside. He's on the inside trying to tuck the car right to the inside, but it gets very ragged because there's a little bump there on the inside, and that really does throw the car off, and Will not able to take advantage. Intrepid's coming up behind as well. Oh, TY's been in the wall there. TY's been in the wall. He might be slow up the hill. Let's look back on board with TY. There he is. There's Seat 1 behind us. And into the corner. Oh, further ahead we've had a crash. Keith has hit the wall, I think. Keith's just hit the wall, and Rodders, I think, somewhere as well, but Keith's been off. And now further back we've got even more drama. Seat 1's gone back down to 8th. Intrepid goes through. I think Seat 1 went the widest of the lot, and he's gone back down to 8th position. So this mixed service series really kicking off with a bang here at Colorado Springs. Really, really good racing so far as Intrepid slides his way through and up over the top. We'll get some replays into the first half action for you now. Here's the replays of the first half of the race. The first replays then, so here we go watching TY as we go on lap 2 into the little hairpin at the top. This is what happened to him, so he goes into the corner, slides sideways, and then again the car has a massive twitch. Looks like the controller had a massive switch, having a massive twitch, but then he sensibly just waits because there's a massive gaggle of cars coming around, and then just lets them all go through and rejoins safely back in 7th position. Okay, here's a replay of what happened to Red Bull then. So obviously he went into the wall there and then he gets going again. Here comes Keith. Keith goes through. Now watch Keith here into the corner. He's just not quite sure about the braking point. He brakes to stabilise the car, but Red Bull does not expect him to brake. Then he gets a little tap from seat 1, and then he has to wait for everyone else to go through before he can turn round. And now back to the race. As we come back from that, Intrepid going through and almost wrecking the camera as we come back, as he's got Seek all over the back of him now into the first corner, left-hander up and over the crest. The Seek one gives him a little tap saying, come on old chum, hurry up, I'm in a rush. As they go over the top, Intrepid obliges and puts his foot to the floor. As further ahead, Keith's had an off. Keith's had an off in the BB Racing Subaru. He's had an off there and he's recovered though, and also for the lead, Neil Farmack and Bidster closing up on each other now as well. Into the corner, Bidster takes a very wide line at the other corner, and oh look at that, he's catapulted himself up over the jump. Wow, big air from Bids, and he tries to get past Neil Farmack side by side for the lead now, up over the top, but Neil holds on. He's not going to give up this without a fight. So were teammates last year, rivals this year, as they go over the jump there. Neil Farmack just avoiding the wall, and Bidster actually does clout it a little bit there. Neil playing with the edge there, absolutely brilliant stuff. TY's still in TY's up into 5th place and still there. Will's in now in 6th. He's got his teammate for cover now. Intrepid in 7th. Seat 1 8th, and now the Red Bull in 9th. So the two Belgians at the back of Seat 1 not enjoying these dirt races one bit, I don't think, and Red Bull goes through. So Red Bull goes through in the Chippendale racing car. As through we go, Red Bull ahead, and then we've got Will and Intrepid alongside each other. Intrepid runs wide, Will go through, but Intrepid will get a good run up the hill, and he's alongside him now. He's up the hill alongside him, side by side. Will hits the pit wall, and Intrepid will now go through, unless he runs wide out of this corner, which he doesn't. He keeps his line and he keeps it well. Nice one by Intrepid there. As we go through the first corner, runs a bit wide. Oh, he's gone very wide there though. It could leave the door open for Will again. And Red Bull's on the back of this bunch now. All very close. Meanwhile, Bidster and Neil are still close. I just thought I saw a pass there, guys. That's why I just flicked away. Sorry for that, but I thought I saw a pass. As Will and Intrepid close to each other. Intrepid's now into 6th. Will 7th. Red Bull wanting to be 7th. As you go up down to the hairpin. Quick look back to the leaders. Neil Farmack in the lead with Bidster still behind him. Bidster really loving that air. Oh, he's alongside again. He's trying the same move, but Neil again covers him off. No way through. Further back now, back to the battle for 6th, 7th and 8th. Red Bull in 7th. Oh, we got Will in the wall in 9th. He's gone wide. He's given up positions. He's gone really wide, and down to 9th he goes. But it just shows you how competitive this race really is. Neil and Bidster still close together. We're going to hop between these two battles, as you can tell that I'm doing that. Into the left-hander. Goes a bit wide. Bidster now going very much to the left. He's going to try and propel himself out of this corner and up the hill. Let's see if he can get past Neil Farmack as he runs wide. Bidster then up the hill, in on the inside. He's on the inside line, side by side across the line. If that were the last lap, that would have been brilliant. But Bidster then goes through into the lead and slides the car sideways in front of Neil Farmack. Absolutely sliding the car sideways, Bidster. It's like watching Peter Solberg. It's so sideways, it's unreal. As we go into the next corner, Bidster holding on, Neil right behind him. Neil wanting his lead back. Up over the little crest here, over the little jump onto the brakes. The car really unsettles itself into the downhill bit, and off we go down the hill. So Bidster in the lead now. TY is pressuring Keith as well, he's closed up to him. And back here we've got Red Bull, Seek and everyone really close. And we've had Intrepid go back down to 8th. And Red Bull and Seek have gone through. Red Bull now from 9th to 6th in the space of a couple of laps. So good stuff there from Red Bull, proving himself on the dirt. Sideways as ever, brilliant stuff. And back to the leaders, Neil Farmack looking for a way through on Bidster, but no way through as Bidster hops over the jump and hits the wall. That'll not be good, but I think Neil Farmack did the same there. So very close there. Further back, TY and Keith. TY having a go at Keith now. He's trying to close up to the back of the blue car. Into the corner we go. TY takes a narrow line up over the jump like Bidster does, and out of it. But Keith holds on. He's not giving up. Red Bull 6th. Seat 1's going to go wide. Intrepid might be able to get through on the inside over the jump, sideways and side by side. Absolutely amazing. Let's just do it in unison over the jump. Why not? Meanwhile, I think Keith made an error at the little at the corner with the tyre wall, and he's made a little mistake because TY just shows off and goes round the outside of him. But Keith will not give in if he can. He's going to try and go around the outside of him into this corner, carry the speed around the outside and up the hill. Can he do it? Can he propel himself up the hill? Or has TY got it? I think no. TY's got it. He's into 5th place. TY into 5th then. Can TY hold? Oh, TY! He's trying to hold on to 4th, but he goes a bit into the wall there, but Keith does the same. Nicely hold on. Battle back here really good. So I should point out as well, the first 2 races are going to be in the Subaru. And seat 1 goes very wide there. And then the second 2 races are going to be on the reverse track of this, and they will be in pickup trucks. So that's going to be a really different thing to get used to as well. As we go through the corner, seat 1 very, very sideways there. Very sideways out of the corner, and Intrepid closing up to the back of him. Meanwhile, Rodder's on his own in 3rd, a bit of a boring race for him, but it's not boring up the front. Bidster is still being hounded by Neil Farmack. He cannot pull away from Neil Farmack. He slides his way into the corner, up over the jump, and almost hits the tyre wall. Very, very close. Neil Farmack does clout the tyre wall, and that's going to lose him a second or 2. Meanwhile, Keith is keeping on the back of TY. Very impressed with Keith's performance in this one so far. Good job so far by the one of the older guys in LPB Racing, but age is only a number. You're as young as you feel. TY goes off! TY goes off! And TY major off there, and he's now there goes Red Bull, and now the other pack's going to be on him. Intrepid 7th, he's ahead of Seat now in 8th. Will 9th, but TY then another mistake for TY, and not good for TY there. Massive mistake, and Keith, as we were just talking about, his age goes through. The elder statesman of LPB Racing, showing his credentials and keeping 4th place. Good job, Keith. Keep it up, mate. Good job. And Red Bull is also doing a good job, so keep that up as well, mate. Good, nice one. TY angry with himself. On to the last lap of this race then. The last lap of this first race of the LPB Racing Mixed Surface Series, and TY is struggling in this one. He's been up and down, but he's made a mistake. And he's gone back down to 6th place. Can he catch Red Bull before the end of the lap, or will it be home free for Red Bull? Oh, is it? Oh! So I just saw Intrepid go hop over the grass there. C1 hits the wall. C1 buries it in the wall, and TY's gone round again. TY's gone round again. He's thrown it away twice in the space of a lap. Absolutely amazing. But TY back down to 9th place. He will be kicking himself with that. But meanwhile, one person that's not going to be kicking himself, but he's going to be punching the air, is Bidster, who's coming around the last few corners now to take the first victory of the season here in the LPB Racing Mixed Surface Series. Last season's champion Bidster wins the first race of the series. Well done, Bidster. Wins the race for BB Racing, and fastest lap on the last lap to boot as well. Neil Farmack 2nd place. Good 2nd place there for Neil. Good race. Rodders is going to be a very consistent 3rd, a very good 3rd position for Rodders on his own. Nice one, Rodders in 3rd. It's going to be Keith in 4th if he can hold on, but Red Bull is charging, but I think he's not got enough time left. Keith is going to hold on for 4th place here in the first race of the season. Well done, Keith. 4th place for him and the team. And Red Bull in 5th. Good position for him as well. Good recovery after going to the back. Intrepid is going to be 6th. Seat 1 is 7th. Will is going to be 8th, and TY is going to be 9th. Not a good first race for Rebellion Motorsport. So we'll just get those second half of the race replays in for you first. Here's the replays of the second half of the race. Here's the first replay of the second half then. So looking at TY on board with Keith. So watch TY's car into this next right-hander. So we're going over the jumps here, braking sideways. Then watch as he goes over that bump. It just darts to the left. He must have had massive opposite lock on or something, and it just snapped the car round, and now he's got to try and wait and recover, and now he's got all these other cars approaching him as well, so he needs to get his foot down. And now here's the final replay on TY to see what happened on this next corner. So he gets massive air there, brakes into the corner, gets in the dip, and then just gets a load of understeer, but then he just taps the wall there in the wrong place, and round she goes. just taps the wall with the rear of the car, round she goes, and then he has to quickly get the car turned round, and then unfortunately ends up where he is now. And now straight to the results. Okay everyone, here's the results of race 1 then of the season. Bidster takes victory in the opening race, followed by Neil in 2nd place. Then it is 3rd for Rodders and 4th for Keith, good result for him. Red Bull in 5th. Intrepid finishes in 6th in his first GTSport race. It's Seek 7th. Will finishes 8th with TY back in 9th after a miserable last few laps. Bidster with the fastest lap, a 1:30.8. And after we come back from that, there is your winner, Bidster, in the blue Subaru there. Well done to Bidster, he wins the race. Good win for him, for BB Racing. His teammate Keith in 4th, so good result for the team. And we will see you guys next time for race 2 here. Again, in the Subarus again, around this track. We'll see you then, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching the first race of the Mixed Surface Series. Hope you all enjoyed that, and we'll see you guys next time for race 2, again in the Subaru and again around Colorado Springs.